In fact, a recent survey has found that 25% of web users in Britain are writing a blog, an online journal expressing their thoughts and opinions. The blogging phenomenon is a relatively new one. The first blog appeared in the late 1990s. Enter a search into the internet and you'll find a host of celebrity blogs. Just this week, the Chief Constable of North Wales joined the craze with his blog. Richard Bunstrom has made 4 daily entries. In his first one, he revealed what happened while his wife was away. He says he had the chance to sneak off and have some fun. He did this by working a 12-hour shift on his day off, checking number plates. And good for you. Robert Freeman is the technology expert with Click, our weekly programme, which looks at the world of technology. And Oliver Mann is the writer and director of a play about bloggers. Robert, tell us, what is a blog? Who's doing it?
Well, a lot of people, increasingly more and more. A blog is supposed to be an online conversation, slightly more interactive than a diary, because it's more about just letting your thoughts out for the world to see, but it's about being able to have people come and contribute to them. What's interesting about those statistics, although we know that more and more people are blogging, and there are some other statistics that came out of America, millions and millions, the numbers are very difficult to read because no one is talking about who gives up blogging. And in fact, the average length of time for a blog is just a little over 4 months. So to a certain extent, there are some people who join it for a fad and then get bored pretty quickly.
Oliver, you've written a play about bloggers. Where's the dramatic tension in this play?
Well, it's actually it's the first play to use real extracts from real people's blogs as part of its story. So the dramatic tension is all the dramatic tensions of real life, really. I mean, it is real life soap opera. It's people facing everyday struggles, trying to make friends, trying to get something off their chest, trying to deal with problems that perhaps they've never had a chance to speak to anyone about before. And there's extracts of people really saying things that they couldn't say to their most intimate family and friends. They can say to complete strangers.
People used to say these things to their diaries. What is it about telling the world about your problems?
Well, it's a question that I wanted to ask myself as I started looking into it. I did come to it from the point of view of why on earth would you want to do that? But I think it is this online community thing. You know, people do meet, however niche their particular interest is. Even the Chief Constable of North Wales, I'm sure, might be meeting other police officers through his blog. Do meet other people who share their interests, and that's definitely part of it. You can't go to a bar where you only meet people like you.
But it reminds me of CB radio, Robert. You know, we all thought it was brilliant. This is a long time ago, of course.
There were some people still doing it.
Well, but the reason they give up after 4 months is because they find that no one has anything of real interest to say.
The best blogs are always about ones where the writer has some kind of specialist knowledge, or is so enthusiastic about an issue that they just write in a compelling way that makes people want to read.
And would there be people who'd be writing anyway, or are these people who've just happened upon this form of communication?
I think the best blogs are done by people who didn't realise that they had this, you know, ability within them, and suddenly, particularly when you get an audience, this is the key thing, because you can measure exactly how many people are reading your page at once. And there's an element, I think, of voyeurism in there. And one of the things to remember, I think, is that some people forget the whole world can see what they're writing. So they do write sometimes things that do get them into trouble.
Oliver, you were shaking your head when I suggested that blogging is dull, but let's face it, most people don't have fascinating insights into the world around them.
No question. I mean, I read thousands of blogs to find the best material for my play, and yeah, you know, for every fascinating entry about someone preparing to leave their husband for the man they've been having an affair with, there was, you know, a Malaysian schoolchild bemoaning the fact that their piano teacher hadn't turned up on time, but that is how it goes. It's a lot of teenagers out there. There is a lot of just personal thoughts and feelings that don't have any relevance to anything. But there is some tremendous writing out there on the internet. There really is.
In a couple of words, where's it going?
Bigger. How's that one word?
Okay, that's even better. Robert and Oliver, thank you both very much. Blogging is the future.